everybody, Gatrbro here. Being a little quieter than usual. I am extremely exhausted and I have messed up my sleep schedule. So what we're going to do here today is this may be a couple video, like small live series. It's being broadcasted live, but it will be also on YouTube. So we're going to be playing some Gwent. And I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, what's Gwent? I see that you said The Witcher 3. I like The Witcher 3, but I don't know what Gwent is. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be showing you how to build a basic deck. And as you can see here, I'm going to completely remove every card within my deck. And this is probably going to screw me over so hard for doing this. But I want to show you guys how to do it. We're going to do with your starter deck here. The first deck everyone gets, I'll even be that guy and put back my, I don't know where to buy you. Set it back to my original King Foltest of Temeria card. So, what you'll do here is, when you start the game, you'll go through, and the guy will give you your own Gwent deck. And he'll give you this very deck right here. Same card, everything. Now, sorry about that. Now, I've, of course, picked up quite a few cards. I now have my own Scoia'tael deck, a monster deck of my own, a Nilfgaardian Empire, and, of course, a Northern Realms deck, which is the one that you start off with. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go through each card with you within the deck, unless you come up to these, which, as you can see here, oh, that works. I can actually go just down the line. That's perfect. Alright. Well, then I'll get to it when it comes to it. So you'll have multiple different types of cards. You'll have cards from decoys, the horn, a instant death card, weather cards, and special cards. As you can see here, some special cards do have abilities like regular cards, but we'll get back into that. We'll get into these cards later. Now, anyway, what this does is, this is the decoy. Decoys are nice to have. Sometimes they can be a pain, and sometimes they can be lifesavers. So I usually put 2 within a deck that I have set up. And as you can read there, oh, hold on. Huh, wow. Okay, as you can see here, the decoy card, what it does is you swap a card on the battlefield to return it to your hand. There's usually a set card you want to do this with, a type of card that I would recommend doing it to, 2 types actually. And they can really end up winning you the game. But we'll go into that soon. After I go ahead and set this deck up, we will be battling one of the easiest people in the game, because just since I am tearing this deck completely apart and rebuilding it. This right here, what this does is, this is the Commander's Horn. And the Commander's Horn doubles the strength of all units in that row, limited to 1 per row. So there are 3 rows. You have, I'll skip over here, you'll have a close combat, which you can see right there next to the sword is the sword. That is close combat. You have range combat, which is the archer. And then you will have siege combat. That is the catapult on the logo there. So we'll go ahead and skip right back to the beginning. And that will double the strength. So let's say I have that out. And I place, I'll explain these 3 here in a second. I'll place Vesemir down. He's by himself in close combat. And, yeah, I've got him down in close combat. I place down the horn, and that raises his attack power to 6. Once his attack power reaches 6, no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Once his attack power is on 6, it'll bump up to 12. And then let's say I add Zoltan in there. He will raise to 10. So you'll have 12 and 10 instead of 6 and 5. And that'll, of course, add up. Fun things are ability cards like this, which I will go into this ability here in a little bit, is it's called muster, and what muster does is it'll actually bring other cards in, but that one will also, like, the next card that comes in will actually rise up. Some cards will have the horn ability already, Commander's Horn. Like Dandelion here, he actually does damage, and he has a horn, and he'll do the exact same thing. He doubles the card in that row. Oh, wow, I really gotta stop yawning. So if I can find an example of what I'm trying to get into. Right here. Let's see where it says Type Bond. You place a card, you place 2 cards of the same kind next to each other, and that will actually, I believe, double the strength. Okay, so let's say I put 2 Cranford Reaver Dragon Hunters next to each other. Those 2 get bumped up to 10. And then I put down the horn, that gets bumped up to 20. So that's really nice. And the more cards you have together, let's say I had like 3 of those, that would bump all of them up to 10. So it's not like, oh, just because there's 2, you can only have 2 doubled. It doubles as many. You could have 6, and every single one of them would get bumped up to 10 because of that ability. And then you'd put in Commander Horn, and then they would all get bumped up to 20, and then you'd have just a whole range of points already. Okay. Next card we're going to go to is Scorch. And what the Scorch does is it discards after playing into your, I'll say graveyard this time, into your graveyard, and it kills the strongest card or cards on the battlefield. Now, like myself, when I first got this card, I was very happy about it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Take out those pesky players. One thing people need to remember is it will also focus on you as well. So if we get into this game and I happen to draw this card, you'll see from there. But let's say I have Zoltan out, and he's got these guys here. So he'll place 1, and it's at 4, and I'm at 5. Yeah, I'm gonna. Did I say I was placing Zoltan? We're placing Zoltan. So I'm at 5. He's at 4. I'm winning. If I were to put that card down now, I would lose my card, and his card would be fine. But, if this card were placed down, that little ability, Muster, find any card with the same name in your deck and play them instantly, would go ahead and break. In which case, another one of those cards would get thrown right back into the deck, or would get put right back on the field. So then that would go to, oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong card. I'm thinking of, when those get put in with the horn. We'll get into this. I really am trying to figure out how to... You get the idea. It destroys a card, the highest level card or cards on the field, as long as it's the same number. So they all have to be, like, you have to have at least 3 10s or something for all 3 of those to get destroyed. They can't be like... You get the idea. Our first weather card we'll get into is Biting Frost, and what Biting Frost does is it sets the strength to all close combat cards to 1 for both players. That one's pretty self-explanatory. It just lowers all the points to 1. So I could have these 3 here put in there, and then the minute that card gets put down, all those get turned to 1. This one goes, the Impenetrable Fog does sets the strength of the range combat and the siege combat. So those are all pretty self-explanatory. Then you have Clear Weather. I'm not even going to tell you what that does. It says it in the name. So now we start getting into the super special cards. You've got, they're the hero cards, and then they could be a medic as well. These you can tell easily by them being so rare. They have a gold border around them, and their attack. Oh shoot! Yikes! Their attack is outlined in like a little sun badge logo kind of thing. These cards, as you can read, are not affected by special cards or abilities. So once these guys get put out on the field, nothing you can do can take them off unless the turn has ended and the whole round has ended. There's 2 games. There can be more. Each player has 2 Oh, okay, this is getting really old. I'm gonna get me something to drink, something caffeinated. These can get very old very quickly. But a lot of times people either play them at the very start of the game or at the very end of the game. But like I said, these cannot be affected by... Actually, the next card's very nice. Cannot be affected by this ability. Once turn 1 is ended, or the first game is ended, and you go to the next game, and you redraw... you don't redraw cards, but you'll see. The next card would be the Medic. And you choose one card from your discard pile to play it instantly. No hero cards or special cards. So you can only play basic cards like these. But again, she is a special, and she is a range. So weather will not affect her. Not even the Scorch cards can affect these hero cards. And you gain these cards by the actual in-game quest for like Gwent players. There's like for Velen. I don't think there is one for Black or for White Orchard. I really don't because it's so small. But anyway, we'll go to the next card here, Vesemir. I'm not going to go into these cards into too much in depth into these cards because there's no special ability with them. Just Vesemir, Zoltan, Email, Regis. Don't know where he's at in the game. So we'll go ahead and get to these guys. Gontreux Dim Darkness. This came with the expansion pack Heart and Stone, or Heart of Stone. I don't know. Gontreux Dim, there are two kinds of these, I believe. There's the Gontreux Dim Darkness, and then there's the Gontreux Dim, which I believe is just Gontreux Dim. He has Muster as well as his ability. But as I said earlier, Muster you can find any cards of the same name in your deck and play them instantly. So because I own 2 of these Gontreux Dims, Gontreux Dim Darknesses, the minute that one gets placed on the field, it will instantly get thrown in there. But one thing that I advise is, like, at the beginning of every time you start a game with somebody, at the very, very beginning, you'll be able to redraw 2 cards. So let's say I've got my whole deck up, and you'll see that as well, and I've got 2 of those already next to each other in my hand. What you're going to want to do is you're going to discard one of them. Because when you're playing in a game, sometimes the only reason you'll win is because they've drawn all their cards. And if you place that down, that's already going to go ahead and take 1 card out of your hand without you even placing it, if that makes any sense. So anytime you'll find a card with Muster, and usually, as it says, with the same name, you want to go ahead and make sure you only have one of those in your hand. You don't want to have your whole hand full of Gontreux Dims, which I believe there's only 2 anyway. You don't want to have a hand full of vampires. You want to have 1 vampire in your hand, and then the rest will come out of your deck, and it won't go against you unless you're just, at that point, you're just kind of wasting cards. So that's that. Next is the Dandelion card. That has the Horn ability, so that one's simple. Nothing too much into that. Same as the other horn, as the actual Commander's Horn. This one just actually has 2 attack points. Then we go into another hero card, or it's a spy actually. And with the eyeball there, that indicates that you are dealing with a spy card. And this will actually go on the opponent's side. You place this on the opponent's battlefield, counts towards their wow, I cannot speak. Counts towards their points as well, and then you draw 2 cards from that deck, from your deck. So these are nice to play at the very beginning of the round. I usually prefer to play them at the second. Like usually, I'll show you my tactic. Sometimes my tactic actually wins, sometimes it doesn't. I can actually go several times in a row losing to a person before I can actually get a good hand. And sometimes that's really how it depends on, is if somebody you keep playing and eventually they'll draw a bad hand. It's real life. It's real life, bruh. It does play like real life, you know. It really just depends on your opponent's hand and yours. Hero, not affected by anything. Hero, not affected, not affected, not affected. Again, with the Tight Bond, place this card next to somebody with the same name, and the strengths are doubled. So I'd go to 16. You will get there. A lot of the Northern Realms are siege towers and stuff. Let's get to the next one. Another one. This one actually does give points though to the other team. You can draw 2. They all let you draw 2. I didn't know. I'm not aware of any cards that only let you draw 1, maybe draw 3. I know of actual like a lead card that lets you draw or get rid of 2 and draw 1. Those are great in monster decks, and that's actually for the monster deck. You'll have another type bond on Crenfrid, Reaver Dragon Hunter. Now, what I originally said earlier was there are 2 kinds of cards that you want to use the dummy card on, or the decoy. That would be a medic, a regular medic, and the spies. So the reason that I would recommend you doing it on the medic is simple. You put this out on the field, and you're able to draw 1 card again from your graveyard. Have your dummy out, that puts that card right back into your hand, so you can put the medic again and draw another card from your graveyard. So you'll have 2, and those get put on the field. That's usually a save to the very, very end of even the very last game, because that can save you, and that saved me on multiple occasions. Spy, the reason I say wait for those is because they will do the same thing. You'll see. I put Dijkstra down on their side, and all of a sudden they'll pop a decoy on it, and they'll take it back. Because they can throw that right back on me, and then they can, ooh, that hurt. And then they can draw 2 cards at random as well. So that's why I suggest having at least 2 decoy. If you want to have 3, you can. If you don't have more than 3, I don't recommend it, but you can. Again, this tactic has saved me on multiple occasions with trying to get to win the game, and it, like I said, it has. Same here with the Blue Stripes Commando. That the poor fucking infantry, I actually don't recommend putting in there. I recommend putting that as like a filler, because like at the beginning of the round, I try not to do as many points as possible yet, and I'll just kind of put these guys down. But they do double up their points as well. And then you've got the last card that I currently have within the Northern Realm deck that is important, is the Morale Boost. It adds 1 to all units in the row, excluding itself. So I could put this guy in there and put her down. We'll put her down. And it'll boost her up to 6. And anybody else in that same row will get boosted up +1. Now, if you put 2 of these together, they will both get boosted up by 1. The only thing that it is excluding is its actual self. So that would be that. So we're going to go ahead and build the deck now, and then we're going to go ahead and take on this guy and see what he can do. So like I said, I will put 2 of those in, at least 2 of those. 2 of those. 1. Actually, no. I don't worry about the... really, the main thing you got to worry about is the close combat. For some reason, that always seems to be a little worse than the rest. Depending on your ability card, I'd only put 1 of these in. Sometimes I've put 2, but with me having the leader cards, some of them, like this one here, will allow you to clear weather. That one's fine. The one I'm currently using is destroying an enemy's strongest range combat. But is that the one I'm using? I don't know which one I'm using. We'll just stick with this one for right now, because this guy, I believe, does use quite a lot of weather. So now we will pretty much have 2 clear weathers. But the only time I can actually pop that leader card, of course, is when he's got a weather out on the field. Or I do. We'll go ahead and put the Geralt, the Ciri, the Yennefer in. I do actually have these guys. These guys are great when I need them. Now, you don't want all these in there. There's really no... You don't have to have all those cards in there. Yes. Whew. I recommend having a lot of spies in your deck and a lot of decoys at the same time, so... Okay. We should be okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get out of here.
bit of dry curd? Me ladder's not exactly bursting, but what I got's sure to please.
Alright. So he'll ask to play Gwent. Now here you can bet the amount of money you want to do. For those of you who don't have a lot of coin on you, I really recommend just dropping it to 1. But because I'm like 10 grand, which in this game 10,000 is a very large number in this game, because you only can grab, like, you can go a whole game. I've actually gone through half the game, and all my enemies, like, only 2 of those enemies out of hundreds will actually drop money. So really you make most of your money from selling things and building up items and selling them from there. But I'm going to go ahead and just bet 1 for this.
How about a few rounds of cards? Gwent specifically.
I'll be stingy. So this will prompt you back up into the deck building menu, so that if you want to make any last minute changes to your deck, you're more than welcome. But I think we are good. I think we can do this. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game. So it does a heads or tails kind of thing. I don't know if there actually does like a random, or sometimes it will. So like I said, it will bring you into the choose or redraw. So I'm going to go ahead and start off. I did start off with, here is a great example of what I was explaining. Both of these cards are already in the same hand. So you'll go ahead and you're going to want to take that out of there. Having these 3 in there are great, because those 3 will actually boost up for me once I have them all 3 down. And then I'll pop a commander horn, and then they'll raise up even higher than that. So we'll go ahead and put that away for redraw. And it gave me a... Okay, so the opponent gets to go first. Alright, so he placed the... Actually, okay. Pretty much what I just did. Or what he just did is how I start off the game. But if we go ahead and we'll focus on this screen for a few. You do have 3 slots on the board. The ranged, the close combat, range, and siege. Those are the 3 different types, as I explained earlier. Now, if we look all the way to the right of the board, left of the board, you'll see 2 spots there. One, it says Geralt, Northern Realms, and then at the top it says Opponent, Northern Realms. That goes ahead and says who you are, who they are, and what deck they are currently using. If you look all the way to the right, on each right, bottom left, or bottom right, and top right, I cannot get my directions today, you'll see the Northern Realm deck. On there it goes how many cards are left in your hand after you draw. So I've got 22 left, he's got 15 left. Go all the way back over to the left, you'll see right by his name there is a number 1, and Little Branch is hugging that. That shows that he has 1. If you look in each row, there's a 0, and his combat is a 1, which means that he has 1 point. Go back over a little further, and you'll see 2 red gems. It's not Spyro, but 2 beautiful red gems there indicate how many how many games this person can play. So the best way I can think about it is you play Mortal Kombat. Each person has the opportunity to either lose 1 and win 2, or you get the idea. You'll eventually get the idea. Now, you'll also see right there, on mine I am playing on PS4, you can press the triangle, and it will hold. See, if I do that, you have to hold it, never actually do it, or I will lose the game. Sometimes you will actually have to lose in order to get to actually go. And my tactic with that is when, as you see, I have 10 cards down, they have 9. I let them go ahead and draw all their cards out to where I'll still have cards left in my hand. So by the time it's the very last game, I can end the game, or they'll have to end it because they have no cards, and you win the game. But since he went ahead and placed that, he has 9 cards left, I still have 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pop down a morale boost card. He went ahead and threw a spy down, and he went right back up to 10. So I'm going to go ahead and take that opportunity to steal that card and put it right back in my hand. Now this is actually, I believe, one of the first people you can actually fight playing Gwent. He is in Crow's Perch, where the Bloody Baron is located. I'm going to wait and save him, Thaler, however you say his name. I'm going to wait and save him till after the first round. We'll place down this. As you saw, it bumped up to 7. So he's up to 9. Okay, I'm gonna place that because I don't have its partner. But he has its partner. It's really just gonna make me place every card that I have, which I don't want to do. We're gonna go ahead and place down Gatrbro Dim Darkness. As you saw there, popped it out of the deck and not my hand like it originally would have, so I still have 6 cards. Instead, I would have been taken down to 5. Okay, so he's got me at 9. That is the highest I have. So I can't play my Scorch yet, or else I will lose. I'm in an impasse here. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing these guys. I don't want to place them because at this point I'm running into cards that I wanted to save. Because I was hoping he would start passing by now, but apparently he is not going to pass. He's just going to go ahead and start. Okay, so he at this point he knows there's nothing he can do. So I'm going to go ahead and pass and win because I have the most points. So that's one thing some people do. They'll play a little bit dirty. Sadly, that's the only card I got. So I'm going to go ahead and start off throwing down a Thaler Spy. And grab 2 more cards. So I did end up getting 2 of these, which I did not want, but I've got them anyway. So I will place those. I'll place 1 there. This may be one of those rounds where you actually just kind of... I'm going to go ahead and play that now. So he actually went ahead and laid down an Impenetrable Fog. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop the leader ability, which is Clear All Weather Effects. So put that down, and that now goes away. So it doesn't even count as one of the cards in your deck. You see, I still have 4. So he's down already to 2 cards in his whole deck. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and actually give up this round here. This is usually the tactic I get with, and it you know, about 50-50. Sometimes there's days I just have not lost an entire game. But you go ahead and you do that. Since he only has 2 left, I'm going to pass. I've got 2 more than he does. And he goes ahead and takes the win. Sometimes they'll actually place another card, or they'll place 2. Now he'll grab 3. Each deck actually has its own perk. As you just saw, the Northern Realm deck, every time you win a round, you get to draw another card from your hand, or from your deck. Other card decks like the Scoia'tael deck, you'll actually get to choose who gets to go first. I don't remember what the Nilfgaardian decks can do, but those actually can have perks as well. And then the monster deck, sometimes that perk can save your life, and sometimes that perk can screw you over. The reason it saves your life is 1 monster from your, like, let's say he's got 3 vampires out on either one of these. I believe they're all close combat. So he's got 3 vampires on his close combat. The round ends, I won, or he lost, he won either way. Two of those cards get sent to your graveyard, while one of those stay on the field. So you'll still say, if it was a 5-point card, he would still have 5 points. So starting off with 5 points would be very beneficial to him. So we'll go ahead and place this down. Now, seeing as how I only have one siege card and he's already to 1, that actually is quite beneficial to me. And then he'll have 1 card left, the Clear Weather, which does nothing for me. At that point, he is just trying to make a turn and not... Alright, so at this point, I've already won the game, because I've got 2 cards left, he's got 0. I'll place this guy down right here. Bumps me up to 11. Go ahead and pass. Game has been won. I have won the I've won the whole hand. It'll pop up here. Round 1, round 2, and round 3. I got started off with 41 points. Won that round. Lost the second round with 8 points. Won the third round with 11 points. So we'll get out, and he'll give you the betting money. And then in my case, I've already won his card. You get an item from them. So there was that one. I will now go over here, and actually I will fight the same guy. Well, no, let's go ahead and face a little bit more difficult of an opponent. We'll get all the way up here. One of the people you have to play in here is the Bloody Baron. It took me 4 or 5 games in a row of losing before I finally figured out his... There is no set tactic, like these guys will do whatever they can to win. There's no like, oh, they always place this. Sometimes they will, if they have the available cards, they will always do the same thing. But we'll talk to Fergus, aka my Fraligator. I'm going to go ahead and, before we fight this guy, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys who are all viewing. It's great to have you all here tonight. If you like this video, slash that like button down below in half, and go ahead and tell all your friends, because this channel is starting to strengthen up a little bit more. With more equipment coming our way, we'll be able to start doing not only video game actual videos, but we will be doing live videos as well. I know we are going to start doing skits and everything to go ahead and start posting online. Once those get done, you'll seeing on this channel here, they'll be put on Twitch, sometimes not through Twitch, I'm sorry, Twitter, and then there'll be links to the actual channel here in those videos. But let's go ahead, and with that said, thank you again. It's great to have y'all here tonight, and I hope you like everything to come. All right, so we'll go ahead and face him around a Gwent. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it at 5 this time.
A few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
So I'm going to go ahead and stick with my monster deck, because it took me forever to build this deck up, and now that I finally have the cards to play it, I want to do it. So you go in here, and these are the leader cards here. They're all Eridan, but the card that I started off with is you pick any weather card from your deck, play it instantly. Nah, it can be useful. Double the strength in all close combat units. Nah, it can be useful, but no. This is the one I have set up. Discard 2 cards and draw 1 from your choice of your choice from your deck. Then you'll have restore a card from your discard pile in your hand to your hand, so that could be nice as well. And then doubles the strength of all spy cards, affects both players. So that one, I'm not really going to go for ever, but I'm going to stick with Destroyer of Worlds. Are they all Destroyer of Worlds? No. So let's go ahead and start this game up. And see, he's using a Scoia'tael deck, so he gets to go first. I'm pretty sure he said, okay, here we go again with these two popping up. For a minute, I thought that said it was 7, so I was very confused. I've got... Let's get rid of Zoltan. It actually gave me 2 weather cards. Thing is, with a Scoia'tael deck, though, a lot of the cards allow you to either put it as an ability to where you can put it in either the close combat or the range. Most people put them in range because Scoia'tael you don't want any close combat Scoia'tael, to be real honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and place down a... No, we're not popping that yet. Actually, yeah, we are going to pop that because there's 2 cards on here that I don't want. So we'll get rid of one of these and the Impenetrable Fog. And I will draw... Huh. As you can see here, like I keep talking about the vampires, for example, they all have muster. It'll be labeled as vampire, and then the name of that vampire breed after that one. So I want to go ahead and draw... Do I have a... Okay, I actually do have one. So I'm going to go... Oh, I don't have her in here, though. That's a shame. Oh, this is a difficult choice. And this isn't even a full deck yet. I haven't gotten all the vampires. I haven't gotten all the ghouls. I haven't even gotten the neckers yet. I've got 2 of the 3 ghouls and like 2 of the, I think, 6 or 7 vampires. We'll take Yennefer of Venneberg. And some of you are probably sitting there on the screen going, "What'd you do? You could have taken this, or you could have taken that." Place you. He's going to be popping the muster ability to save himself, and that boosts him up to 14. So I'm going to see if he'll go ahead and keep that. And then I will play... I'm going to save that for now. Ooh, I could actually get rid of all those cards right now. See, as you can see right there, he went from, like, I think 8 to 6, because 2 of those cards were already in his hand. So, oops on him. But I forget what his actual card does. Pick a Biting Frost from your deck and play it instantly. Okay. I want to see if he'll actually pass this round. If he'll pass this round with 14 points with me being at 0. I want to see if I can have my tactic work. Okay, no, he's going to keep rising up. So I wasted that card. Sometimes you really have to test your tactic. Okay, he went ahead and passed, so we're okay. I'm going to go ahead and play Biting Frost. So that will lower all of those to 1. And give him 12, in which case I will put down... I don't really want to do that yet. I'll do it. The Leshen, and that still didn't give it all to me, actually. Yikes. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and place that down. Give me 13. So, go ahead and pass. I actually ended up wasting a bunch of cards that I really didn't want to do. I should have just played it. But, as you can see, my card's still there, so it actually saves me from having to draw a card that turn. I will go ahead and place... I'm actually going to go ahead... I'll save her if I need it. I'll place these 2. So that ability you just saw up here on this, what is it, Nilva, it's morale boost as well, so it's the same ability that you saw on my Siege card. Oh, wow. I am definitely going to need some caffeine after this. For those of you who are possibly wondering about the... I will go ahead and interrupt, break the fourth wall, kind of. For those of you wondering about the channel with Fallout 4 Let's Play, I did announce in a previous video that I cannot get uploaded, but that one is causing a bit of issue on the PS4, so I'm having to wait on that one, but there will be another Let's Play popping up very soon. That is going to be, go ahead and be a question for this episode is in the comments below. Go ahead and say what you would like to possibly see. At the moment, I can tell you that the games that I have as a possibility, I will go ahead and tell you guys that I have Back to the Future. So I am planning on doing a Telltale. I want to do a whole Telltale week, or a whole Telltale month. I'm sorry. There's one guy on YouTube does like Jurassic Park month. I want to do a Telltale month and do like Walking Dead, not Hobbit. What am I saying? The Walking Dead, Back to the Future. I will actually be getting a hold of Minecraft, the whole Minecraft story, because I do actually want to give that a shot, since it is by Telltale, and it does got quite a few very good, well-known voice actors in it. I have a bunch of, let's see, in order of the games I will name off: Back to the Future, Hobbit, Walking Dead Season 1, Walking Dead Season 2, Game of Thrones, all Telltale. Uncharted, a collection. I may do a whole Uncharted series. Getting up ready for Uncharted 4, which I'm very excited about. Lego Jurassic World, Dragon Age Inquisition, I do plan on doing one of those. Of course, Fallout 4, which is kind of trying to be fixed. Until Dawn, I'm considering actually doing a real Let's Play on that. Lego Avengers, which I will be doing a Let's Play on that. And then, of course, The Witcher: The Wild Hunt. I've been trying to figure out how to get PS3 to stream. I have a buddy trying to help me with that. But if we ever do get into the PS3, we'll have games like Red Dead, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, soon to be the 2, Ghostbusters, which with the new movie coming out, I'm very excited to possibly play the original Ghostbusters game in, getting ready for the new movie, which I don't know how you guys feel. I'm very excited. Fallout 3, Ni no Kuni, which is a game that I honestly got a hold of during Easter. Just kind of got it and was like, you know what, why not? I'll play it, and I love it. It's one of the best games I've ever done. Level 5 is a very good company. Lego Harry Potter, Dragon Age Origins, Skyrim, and a game that most of you probably have never heard of, and if you do, hands down to you. Or not hands down, round of applause. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Enchanted Arms. I highly doubt I'll be doing a Let's Play of that. I would like to, but that game kind of just proved some issues with me. And apparently the whole world as well. I'm going to waste this card now. I may have lost this game completely because of that whole last round with me having to throw cards down constantly. I think I may have lost. I don't even know if I have anything worthwhile putting down. I can't bring the Leshen back out because he's already been wasted and he can't be affected by special abilities. Okay, all I can do is bring out the Griffin, so that's all I can do. Which that'll be nice. Let's see, if I have this now and he's already down to 3 cards, I'm down to 2. I'm gonna actually go ahead and pass. I want to see if this will work. Because maybe, you never know what his other cards may be. He could have 2 random weather cards that won't even affect you. You never know. And I forgot that stays out on the field. Okay, so instantly I'm already matched up with her. Or with this gentleman. He plays that. Already, I won. So, I'll place this one down. Yennefer of Venderberg. I didn't even need to draw the Griffin back out, but he'll be put down with a boost of up to 23. The round is passed. He has no cards left to do anything with, so I did win that round. So that's pretty much the basic of a monster deck. Of course, I don't have nearly all the cards for the monster deck, but there we go. I knew this was going to be a tutorial on how to play, but we're going to go ahead and kind of do a few little goofy side missions here, just to kind of goof around. If you are not very far into the game, I will go ahead and tell you to go ahead and get off this video now. I am actually level 20, which surprisingly is a good level for this game, seeing as how everything's so difficult. But if, like I said, if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and get off this video now. I will be doing the Let's Play of this very soon. Actually, possibly this Tuesday, brings out the game Far Cry Primal. I do plan on buying that game, and I will be doing the night it comes out, I will be doing a live stream on Far Cry Primal, so I'm very excited. I hope you guys are as well. If you guys do really want to see that game, go ahead and leave that in the comments below as well. And one thing I do in all my videos, I want to know, what do you guys think could be doing... Wow, I need sleep. It is that important. What do you guys want to see on this channel more? As you can see, there are literally only 3 videos. Fallout 4, Part 1 and 2, which Part 1 had a mess up. I think Part 2 went up flawlessly. And then we have the Pokemon Magiana video. There's only 3 videos on there, so I want to know, what do you guys think I should do to pep up this channel? More videos, of course. This one will be on there. Just the more you think could be on here, the better. Just let me know. So let's go ahead. I'm wondering. In fact, I don't even know which YouTube channel this is getting uploaded to. It could be getting uploaded to a whole different section, which I'll have to figure out how to get that transferred over. Alright, let's just do something super easy. Let's get all the way down here.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go grab some. Sir, we were up our noses in flights and horrors in some of those mountains.
Nope, apparently I'm activating the quest already.
Where's your gold? You can tell us willingly, or...
No, please, we've none left. Sir, help us.
Stay out of this.
Leave them alone.
What's it to you?
Won't stand by and watch you rob and murder them. Plain refuse to.
Got a sensitive one? Look away, woman. Still here. Oi! Get him! One more! All together! To battle, son! Fucking shit!
You know what? I'm gonna be that guy. Okay, he didn't need that arm anyway.
If only we know who you are, getting tossed at the tavern. They slaughtered us like swine.
Hunger's turned this one pale.
Do I talk to you at all? Nope, I don't. Okay. Do you guys have anything worth looting? Ooh, you have 2 crowns. And a florin. Or 2 florins. Alright, let's find out where this is. The Apparian Phantom. It's over in Novigrad. God, there's a lot of missions over here that I haven't done. I may have already actually killed this thing. I'm not entirely sure, because there was a wraith, or a noon wraith, hanging around. So I may have already killed it. It's a guy.
Holofernes Meyersdorf at your service. Meet my sons, Bernie, Franklin, and Hugo.
Any relation to Rico Meyersdorf?
Yes. My youngest son. Sadly, he fled the family business. Went to seek fortune in the big city. Why do you ask? Do you know him?
Well, yeah, we've met. But that's not why I'm here. Came about the notice you posted.
It's the Apiarian Phantom. It's
Apiarian.
ravaging my hives.
Excuse me. For those of you who don't know, the
Rewards concerned.
this here is a very negotiation thing. Is very nice. I always start off at 50.
Honeyfell's not been generating the revenues of old since the Phantom appeared. Would you be willing to reduce your price? Honeyfell's not been generating the revenues of old since the Phantom appeared. Would you be willing to reduce your price?
These guys are getting annoying.
Oh, as you wish. Fail to rid us of the Phantom and we'll go belly up anyway. I shall look upon your fee as an investment.
So it's a deal?
It is. It is.
You do realize this Apiarian Phantom? Well, there is no such thing. It's a monster, gotta be. A wraith, maybe. Any of your workers see anything?
I did. I was cleaning a hive when I heard a farmhand cry out. Screamed as though he'd been stung by a whole swarm all at once. I ran to him, but he was dead.
Any stings on him?
None. He looked like he had frostbite. Blue lips, frost in his hair, and dead bees lay all around him.
That could be a plague maiden.
Farmhand who died.
Possibly.
What did you do with the body? Wouldn't mind a look.
Too late for that. We buried the poor fellow a few days back.
Where the Phantom appear? Can any of you show me?
I'll go. Come with me. Oh, this way.
Are these guys hobbits? Like, what are they?
The idea it was an Apiarian Phantom.
It's a beekeeping superstition. You mismanage the bees' offerings, the Phantom appears. He destroys the hives and kills the bees, so that no one can use these noble creatures for ignoble purpose.
Sick to your bees in the competition, eh?
No. Father recently signed a contract with the Redanian.
So the Phantom's from Nilfgaard.
So it's most likely not a ghost then. But then again, if they said there were dead bees and frost around the guy, then it could be. They run so weird. I'd like to race these guys. It's adorable. Like, oh, you guys tried. Okay.
Here's where the Phantom killed the farmhand.
Maybe it left some tracks.
Okay, apparently it is not a phantom at all.
Blood. Dried and blackened, so several days old. Must be where the farmhand died. Covered in frost. Cold must have killed the bees. The Apiarian Phantom's got a large food will eat me, and it's pretty damn heavy.
Okay, it went ahead and said 3 words at once. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be?
Tracks disappear in the water. Doubt anything's hiding in this puddle they call a lake. Need to check the other side, see if the trail goes on.
Okay. Is this the other side they're referring to? I think so. Where's the other side they're referring to? There's a whole long strip of other side. Well, there's a treasure chest over here. Did I miss something? I did. Did that just say the glowing one? Okay. Well. What else could it be? You know, if something's in the water and it walks out, usually the tracks are going to be right there out of the water, but apparently it's not. Oh. Oh, no, that's because it's a necker. Okay, never mind. I was like, oh, found it. Oh, guess you didn't really. Okay, I'm a little confused here. I would be checking the bank. If I were in the water and I came across the other side, which is this other side, I would be right around the surface of, or right around the edge of the water, but it's not. Search the area around the lake using the witch senses. So I guess it literally means all the way around. Okay, so I...
Show me a pond. I'll show you the drowners. That thing didn't destroy the pond.
Yep. Okay. There's another. Why is it focusing on that one though? Okay.
Can squeeze through here. Gotta find another way in.
Okay. Right down here. Wait, are those two people? No, those are not people. Those are. There's another mission that has to do with ruins like this. So.
It's locked.
I got the key right here. The father began building this house for Bernie, but ran out of coin. It's been standing half finished since.
Wonderful hiding place for whatever destroyed your hives. I'm going in. You go home and bar your door. Who knows what might come out of there.
I bet it's one of you guys. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, did it just prompt me to open it? Well, why the hell are you not opening it? Well, I see that it's locked. You got the key. There we go. Really? Oh, I did not want to do that. Well, I did need to... well, I didn't actually think it would be one of those, but it is. What the hell's a Hound of the Wild Hunt doing way over here all by itself? Wild Hunt Hound Trophy. I didn't know that was one of them. I had a suspicion that it was a wild hunt hound based on all the random ice, but what was a random wild hound hound of the wild hunt doing over here to begin with? Is there anything else under here? No. Collect your reward from Hollowfern's Meiserdorf. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah, I was just randomly thinking, it's like, not that button. It's not what I wanted. Look at all the missions that I've done. I made a comment that level 20 is like a big deal. This is how much I've only actually failed 3 missions, surprisingly. One of which, because my buddy decided to take over, because he's one of those, like, let's see how many things I can kill. And he's like an idiot, so he just doesn't listen to what I say. I was like, hey, do something, and he didn't do it. This is how much I've completed. And I'm only level 20. It's actually, when you look at it, that's not a lot. No, I didn't mean to hit that. I want to go back up to, Witcher contract. Apiarian Phantom Ferry. What the hell?
Did you drive off the Phantom? Look at this.
Your Apiarian Phantom was a hound of the Wild Hunt.
Eternal fire. Hounds run with the Wild Hunt as well.
About 2 weeks back, I woke suddenly in the night, saw the hunt streaking across the sky.
Hound must have gotten separated then. Couldn't go back, so it hid in the empty house. It's hardly compensation for your losses, but at least the hound won't destroy any more hives.
Thank you, Witcher. It's true. Nothing like hiring a specialist. Enough for today, boy. Let's go home. It's a big day tomorrow. Let's rebuild the hives the hound destroyed. Work and more work.
Huh, okay. Alright, that was done easily. See what else I can do. The mystery of the byways murders. Talk to the commander of the Nilfgaardian patrol. Deal with the ghouls prowling the village. Beast of Honorton. Let's do that one. That one sounds interesting. All the way over here. A place I haven't even located yet. What's closer? Looks like Crow's Perch is about the closest. That or the other place, but we'll do Crow's Perch. Okay. There's a mission I'm focusing on the most. Again, I will say this one last time. This video, since I am so far into the game, I want to say I'm about halfway, maybe a little over halfway. There will be spoilers, so if you have not played the game very far, oh, I know this quest. How did I reach all the way to the Al Ghul over there? Anyway, the quest that I'm focusing on is the one where you kill Prince Radovan, because I hate them. I hate him. I really do. He deserves to die. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Sword wounds. Fire still burning. This happened recently. Somebody's well off. Especially for Velen. A Leshen's head. Chopped off with a sharp knife. Well, well. Somebody beat me to it. Cuts. Shallow, but each hit an artery. Damn it. Pitchfork. Dangerous weapon at close quarters. Arm severed above the elbow, with one blow. Imperial mustache, plump cheeks. Important man. Cause of death, stab wound. Blade between the ribs, straight to the heart. Holding something. Silver chain, snapped. Ripped it off someone. Something odd about this. Might find more clues in the village.
Seriously?
Stench.
Okay. I wasn't aware these guys are just gonna keep strolling on here the whole time. Okay.
Blade pierced her back, between vertebrae. Severed her spinal cord. She couldn't move. Bled to death. Gut sliced open. Probably died defending its owner.
Aw, not the dog.
First cut severed the aorta. Second hit the femoral artery. He died quickly. Didn't put up a fight. Hey, wait! Damn it. A doll. And a child's footprints.
Kid is fast.
In one window, out the other. Smart.
This kid could be a witcher one day. Hire him.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you. Calm down. Just want to talk to you.
I got it wrong.
You've cat eyes, same as him.
Same as...
Same as him. The bad man who killed everyone.
Did he have two swords on his back?
Not telling you nothing. Go away.
This doll yours, maybe?
It is.
He got a name?
Master Freckleface.
Pretty.
Give him to me. Please.
Doubt Master Freckleface would be much help on the path, so... here. Now, think you could tell me what happened here? I need to know.
Oh, woods. They was haunted. Some spook. Uncle Silvermere said we best fetch a witcher. So one came. Looks like you, but there were evil in his eyes. He forced the spook's headset. Uncle Silvermere weren't happy about something. He yelled and he cursed. And then he went to the barn and
You know, I love how a Witcher has no emotions, but yet, like, he clearly shows many emotions.
Shh. Think I know the rest.
he let me go. I don't know why. And then he went that way, towards the circle where we leave gifts for the gods. I hid in the barn. Found this line in the A.
School of the Cat. Thanks. You've been a big help. What'll you do? Got any family around here?
Me auntie lives in Overton.
I'll take you to her. But first I gotta see to this bad man. Stay put and keep quiet. Understood? Sit tight, kid. If you went off towards the circle, that'd be the place to start. The stone circle. Need to look around. Palm print. In blood. Had his hand on his wound. Slipped and leaned on his hand to catch his balance. Footprints. Barely visible. Must be him.
Okay. Oh boy. What do I do with you guys? Or they're not. They're gonna run away from me, which I kinda hope. I guess not. You know, wolves may be a wolf may be my favorite animal, but this game really knows how to ruin wolves for me.
Blood. Still fresh. He's close.
Fellow Witcher. Well, small.
You lost something.
Come all that way to give me my medallion? Thanks. Craft Solidarity's alive and well.
But our craft's reputation is on its last legs. Folk won't easily forget that massacre.
Occupational hazard. Could have happened to any one of us. Well, what are you still doing here?
I want to chat first. Then we'll see.
Take your seat.
I'll stand. Now talk. Honorton, what happened?
Come on. You know what happened. Know what they wanted to pay me for the lesson? Go on, guess.
$50.
Ha ha, if only. 12. Understand, pal? 12 fucking crowns. Barely covers my potion ingredients.
What had you agreed to?
That several times over. But when it came time to pay up, you know the routine. Oh, good sir, me young'uns are starving. There's a war on. Gods have mercy. Show some pity.
Rings a bell, but that's no reason to kill.
I'm not finished. I told them I wouldn't show pity. That if I didn't see gold, they'd wish they had the Leshen back. They got these grim looks. Then the alderman spoke. Calm now, Master Witcher. Me and the lads, we hid some gold in the barn, so's the Baron's men wouldn't take it. Come, you'll get your coin right quick. I fell for it, like a fool. One of them chattered on while another jabbed me in the back with a pitchfork.
How the hell did you survive that? Pitchfork wounds are bad. Know that all too well.
I turned at the last instant. Prongs went in shallow, at an angle. Missed my lungs. I admit, I lost my temper. Lost it bad. I'm used to shit bounties, to the cheating, to them begging me for help, then spitting as I pass. But murder me? Just to save a few crowns? I'm supposed to protect Horsens like that? So I drew steel, and didn't sheathe it till the ground was slick with blood.
Lots of innocents died in that village. Not my job to judge you. Why'd you spare the girl?
The girl? Why'd you spare her?
'Cause... it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't have asked if it didn't talk.
Reminded me of my sister. How I remember her from... just before they took me away to the School of the Cat.
How is she now?
Died about 10 years ago. Of old age. Well, we've had our little heart-to-heart. Witcher to Witcher. What now?
A lot of innocents died in that village.
Yeah, they did. My fucking bad. Got carried away.
Not the first time either, right?
Wanna kill me, Wolf? Fine. Draw your blade. Don't force me to confess.
Take care now.
That's it? Not gonna lecture me? Make me promise to mend my ways?
They call me the Butcher of Blaviken, for good reason. I know how it is. Sometimes heads just roll.
Wait. I'm no cheap prick like those hayseeds. I owe you something. Here. Directions to my stash. Take what you want.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
So, are you guys ready for Fallout 4? All the DLC coming out? Since they finally released what all it's going to be, plus apparently even more. I know that they said that I went to GameStop a little while ago and they said they were raising the price of the what is it called? The thing that you get, you know what I mean. The thing where you get where
Should get back to the kid before something else.
the season pass. The season pass. They raised the price of the season pass. Wow, the season pass up to 50, I believe. So I went ahead and bought it while it was still 30. Oh my gosh, run! There used to be like, I wish there was like a dodge roll. Leave me alone.
You're back! I thought you'd not return. That he'd hurt you too.
I'm fine. And you don't need to worry about him anymore.
So you'll take me to my auntie's. It's awful here.
Sure thing. Let's go.
Think I could ride on your shoulders?
So long as you promise not to pull my hair.
I promise.
Then hop on up.
Like I said, for a man that's not able to show emotion, he shows quite a few emotions. Yeah, Fallout 4 DLC is looking pretty good. Apparently, you are able to tame monsters. You can't use them other than to like fight with in your own little arena, which I think is really boring. But still, hopefully there'll be mods for that where you can actually like tame a Deathclaw or just get a Deathclaw in general.
Here, you naughty girl. Cause back in the village, there's no...
I'll explain. You run along and play a bit, all right? There was a massacre in Honorton. No survivors. Well, except her.
Gods, what happened? A bandit attack?
No, another Witcher did it. Villagers provoked him.
Speak true of you lot. Heartless and cruel. Murderers all.
Not all. You'll look after her?
Truth be told, you'd do better to take her with you.
What? You call me a murderer, then want to entrust a child to me?
Ye shan't lead her around with an empty belly. There's that. Got 4 of me own grandkids. Used to be 6, but we buried 2 last winter. Hard to live off naught but bark soup.
Take this. Use it for food, and only food. If I come back and see you drinking.
So much. The gods reward ye, Master Witcher, 1,000 blessings.
Time I was on my way.
No. But why?
Witcher's lot in life. Always on the road, on the path.
Will you come back and see me sometime?
Hope so. Take care, kid.
You know, I'm one of those people that has to be honest.
Child, we'll buy a bit of flour. Your aunt'll whip up some pancakes. Sound good to ye?
Like, yeah, you know, Witchers have a really bad reputation, and not all of us are good, just like a regular human being. Not all of us, some of us are good, some of us are bad. Look what we got going on this planet. We got people going around decapitating people and filming it, sending it to people. You know, it's a disgusting world we live in, it really is. And it's a sad one. But I'm going to go ahead and... that's a bad way to end off a video. There's the lesson of the video. There are good people and there are bad people. So I want to thank you all for viewing today. All of you who actually learned a little bit of something about Gwent. I'm proud. I will be doing another video later on like the different types of decks. Of course, there's the Nilfgaardian deck, which I covered in this video. But of course, we will cover the monster deck, the Nilfgaardian deck, and the Scoia'tael deck. But of course, I will only be doing that once I've gone ahead and completed each deck, because I don't want to show you guys incomplete decks. We will go over the different other abilities. I think there's a couple more. We'll go over the other abilities, and so on and so forth. Nope, I believe I did actually cover them all. So I think we're good. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, slash that like button below in half. And I hope to have you guys all subscribe and join the Gator family. So I will go ahead and say this now. Thank you for joining us. Stay warm tonight, everybody. And see you later, Gators.